You're listening to Adesope Live.
Because at home and during my spare time, I used to do art, doing activities. So I was already like introduced into it.
Practicing at
Exactly, rehearsing, doing a lot. This guy is an artist and is gonna make his living with art, and is supposed to be going to a National School of Arts.
Wow.
I'm a music lover and most of all, I was inspired by Chico, Brenda Fass's producer. So me, I go with the flow of dance music. I don't want to lie and talk things about Amapiano and so forth. Yes, I know the history of Amapiano. I know where exactly it started.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, to another edition of Adesope Live, the official Afrobeats Podcast, where we break down the hottest topics in the building. Sometimes we also have celebrity guests to come and chop it up one-on-one with us as well. I'm live at the Afro Media Studios in London. Big shout outs to everybody liking, subscribing, sharing. We appreciate the support. Make sure you go out there and subscribe, like, share, and comment as well. And as always, big shout outs to shoobs.com, where you can go out there and get tickets to events, parties, concerts. If you're in town, you want to go out with the girls, the guys, shoobs.com is where you get your tickets to the latest and the hottest events in town. And if you are an event organizer that's willing or looking to sell out your events, put your tickets on shoobs.com and you can sell them out there real quick. Now, joining me in the studio this week is a special guest all the way from South Africa, a voice that everybody now knows. One of the hottest genres in the world at the moment, Amapiano, has this brother's voice ringing from clubs, to dance floors, to radio stations, to parties around the world. It gives me pleasure to actually welcome an Amapiano voice in the studio. Ladies and gentlemen, he taught me how to pronounce this name right. I'm going to try. It's Ntosh Gazi. What's good, brother?
Awena man. Baby, yo.
Everybody knows that voice now.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, congratulations on the success so far. What you just did into, the interview is something that we, especially over the last 12, 14 months, we've heard that voice and it's been incredible. What is it like, first of all, to enjoy this international success that you're seeing in recent times?
To me, it's an honor. I've been waiting for my time to shine and grow and teach others, and, uplift myself as an artist, So, yeah, it's such a privilege and an honor. Yeah, I would like to thank God, my people, my fans, so yeah.
I was actually reading up on you and checking out your bio and information, and what I noticed is you've been in and around the entertainment scene for quite some time.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your backstory, where it all began. When did it begin? What was the step into the entertainment industry for Ntosh? Talk that talk, brother. That's why we're here.
What I would say is I'm a upcoming legend. Why I would say so? Because I was groomed and I was raised by legends from South Africa, from actors, musicians, dancers. I even met Zach OG.
Wow.
So I've been doing my acting, my music, poetry, performance.
Wow.
I started my journey around 2006. But me, as a follower of this thing, I started maybe 2001, 2002.
Wow.
By watching the guys who were there on top of the game, So from 2006, after I lost my mom, my art carried me. It mattered me. I don't want to lie, because of that's when I started my acting journey, my music journey, my performance journey, poetry, So till today, I'm still here and I'm strong, because I believe this is my mom. This art mothered me. This art carried me when no one was there.
Wow.
Not even my family. I don't want to lie coming to that. So this is my culture. This is my custom. This is me, the true me.
Talk to me about growing up. What was the childhood like? You spoke about, losing your mom, commiserations, take our condolences on that.
Yeah.
What do you remember about growing up? Where did art come into it? Was it encouraged as a young kid? Was it just stuff you were watching? What was that like?
Wow. That's a deep question. I first got to to a film set when I was 5 years of age.
Wow.
My family has a very strong history and a strong background when it comes to art. My grandmother was an actress. My grandfather was an actor.
Wow.
A couple of some of my family members were into art. So it's something like a culture to me because, even when it's ceremonies, when it's birthday parties, when it's something at home, they do art.
Yeah.
They sometimes act. I get surprised how they sing, But I was not aware of that, because it's something they usually do. So it's something that got installed into my heart when I was very young, unaware. I started realizing when I was 11 or 12 that this is art. Me, I was doing it just for fun. This is what is happening. It's like a street culture. It's home culture, so that's how it happened,
Yeah.
I started realizing that this thing I can live with, I can make my life and a living with art when I was 16 years of age.
Wow. What was that? What was that light bulb moment? What exactly made you think, well, this can be a profession?
Good question again. My principal, he's someone who's so spontaneous. He's into sports, he's into art. So I was called for a show at school because they knew that at home this one is also like recognized in terms of public speaking, poetry, performance. Then we went to a national competition for arts and culture and so forth. We got a second place.
Wow.
But people liked me. Like me, everyone realized that there was this guy. Because at home and during my spare time, I used to do art, doing activities. So I was already like introduced into it.
Practicing at
Exactly, rehearsing, doing a lot. Going for shows, watching other guys who are very big, getting inspiration, motivation, So my principal announced at school that this guy is an artist and is gonna make his living with art, and is supposed to be going to a national school of arts.
Wow.
By the time I was about 15 years of age, that's when I started like to think in a broader vision, telling myself that this is my source of making my life, This is the thing I'm gonna live with. This is the path I need to take in my life. This is my destiny, because the way he explained, it was really, really, really real.
Wow, that's fantastic, man. We like to hear stories of principals and teachers that identify, talents in students that goes outside of education to tell them that they should take it up. Because, coming from Africa, most of the time, the teachers always saying, listen, you will never be a football player. Go and study. You will never be So that principle needs a shout out. Now, talk to me about where is home. What part of South Africa you from? What is it like where you grew up? And just tell us about the beauty of where you've come from.
I'm from Soweto. Soweto, the most famous ghetto. I grew up in a small town called Meadowlands. It's also known as Ndofaya. I grew up getting more inspiration and motivation from the guys from Kalawa, of which it's big guys in SA, big artists who made it where it was that era where township guys It was not easy for them, you know.
You're listening to Adesope Live.
Quick message from Aladng. I'm joined by Fumilayo from Aladng, of course, NG from Wema Bank. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you.
We're here to speak about the app, the banking app, Aladng.ng.
Yes.
Please speak to me. First of all, what is this banking app?
So it is a bank.
Great.
Not just an app, it is a bank. And essentially what it does is it allows you to do any banking transaction from the comfort of your phone.
Wow.
What is interesting is that you even sign up right there from your phone. You don't have to go to any banking hall to do anything. So you upload your picture, your signature, everything you do from the comfort of wherever you are. And it takes just 5 minutes.
Now, a lot of us in diaspora want to have banks in Nigeria, bank accounts in Nigeria. And one of the biggest problems we've faced, or the challenges we face, is this is the VPN number, how do we cross that hurdle?
Awesome. So what we've done, and if you go to our site, Aladng, we have a list of agents in the UK here where you can go to and register for your BVN. And interestingly, we've added on the NIN. Right now, you need the NIN to do everything in Nigeria. So once you do that, it's possible.
It's the big city guys that were successful, not the small town guys.
Exactly, your Oskidos, your Speakeries, you know. So I grew up in that circle, you know, because they used to be friends to my uncles, my brothers, my father as well, you know. So, but the inspiration came when I saw that my dad used to as well do music, you know. So that's when I saw that this is my part, you know. If I'm called for this, why not respond for my calling, you know? I needed to respond to my calling, you know. So, I mean, people like Brenda Fassie, Chico Chwala, they used to come my home to my crib.
Brenda Fassie?
Bro, a lot of legends. One of the first legends to hold me like this was Mawilis. If you know Mawilis,
wow.
He used to sing this song called Banana Maboko Mikoko Telo Bikago.
Because he was close to your dad?
Yeah, he was close to my uncle.
Wow.
So most of my family members used to be friends with artists, big artists.
Did you know that they were that big at that time, or you just thought they were, you know, these are just normal uncles and aunties, friends coming over?
Yeah, they were just normal people, but at some point I would see, these people appears on TV.
Yeah.
Oh, I like him more. I like him more, you know. Till around 1997, 1998, 1999, I was a TV lover. You know, there was certain dramas like Hizo. They used to tell me, you can't watch this, go to sleep.
What was it about?
It was about township life. It was about Soweto, South Africa, the township life in South Africa. It's about social issues, you know, the challenges that happened in SA around those times.
Yeah.
So I used to like hide myself, chill under the table, you know, watch like, you know, sneaking, you know. So, in fact, I'm one of those kids where I used to watch a lot of content where young ones, they don't know, you know. So I was a TV lover from a young age, basically. So yeah.
Soweto has, you know, Soweto is a powerful name. You know, the history is deep when it comes to South Africa, when it comes to, you know, apartheid. When we hear those stories, they mention Soweto. Talk to me about the importance of Soweto in the South African story.
That's too deep to me, you know, because some of our parents is okay. I would say our great-grandfathers and great-grandmothers couldn't reach their dreams because of whatever system was happening, you know. Soweto, 1976 uprising, Soweto uprising. It was a challenge because it affected our families a lot, you know. But we are so privileged and honored that us, me, my generation, we learned from those people, and we try to elevate and try to do more, you know. So, hey, sometimes my grandmother tells me stories about what happened. It's so challenging. I don't want to lie, you know. But I told myself I don't want to focus on that.
Yeah.
Yes, I know the history. I got everything. To know the history and get everything that you needed to know, it can lead you to a greater path in life, you know.
Facts.
And to make you a better person, you know. So that's what I fought for in my life. Yeah.
What is you mentioned knowing the history and using that as a positive. Talk to me about the South African spirit and strength that coming from whatever's happened in the past, there are beautiful flowers and beautiful stories of people like yourself. You know, you're from DBN Gogo to Casper Nyovest to DJ Black Coffee. What is it about that spirit, that South African spirit? Talk to me about it.
That one is easy. What happened? It made us soldiers. More deeper than we would expect, you know. Especially myself, it didn't make me a soldier, it made me a warrior. You know, so yeah, like that's how it is. You know, when you suffer for a longest time, or probably your people, then you as a next generation, you need to make change.
Facts.
So that's what exactly happened.
Facts.
Yeah.
Now, like I said, Amapiano is without doubt the hottest genre in the world, coming out of Africa, looking crazy right now. Talk to me about that genre, man. Amapiano obviously became mainstream to a lot of people within the last 1 year, 2 years, but there has to have been something, you know, ground swelling. I think before in South Africa we had Kwaito, then there was Gom, there's always been Afro House. And then now Amapiano says, you know what, it's time for me to shine. Talk to me about these transitions and how you experienced all of this as part of the whole culture.
Yo, I am a piano. I don't want to lie. Because me, I'm a music lover, and most of all, I was inspired by Chico, Brenda Fass's producer. So from way back, I used to listen to dance music, you know. So me, I go with the flow of dance music. I don't want to lie and talk things about Amapiano and so forth. Yes, I know the history of Amapiano. I know where exactly it started, you know, but me as a music lover and a dance music lover, I said, no, this is my part. This is my culture. I've been doing Qom. I did Kwaito as well.
Wow.
But now, let me elevate the game, you know. Kabza Small inspired me, I don't want to lie, you know. Say, no, this is our sound. We need to utilize this, you know.
Facts.
Me meeting him, it was a privilege. Hey, my man, so. No, do this, do that, you know, move. You know. But by that time, when I met him, it was already like, I already had started my journey on Amapiano, you know. So, as a dance, part of the dance music,
Yes.
I said, no, I'm sticking here. This is my culture. It's about drums, you know. At some point, I would refer Amapiano as it's a baby from Afrobeats, you know, because anything that has to do with beats for me, it's Afrobeats.
That's
You know.
that's a deep view.
Yeah. So
That's
me, I'm
African
about-
beats anyway.
Exactly. So me as a theater person, as a theater practitioner, it's all my music. It's all about drums. From theater, from where I started, you know. So I believe that's something deep in my culture.
You also talk about dance music. South Africa's when I was growing up, like some of the sickest dancers from Africa. Like we used to watch on Channel O, we watch like South African Kwaito videos, and the dance moves with the legs. It's crazy. Talk to me about the dance culture in South Africa, man.
I think the dance culture, our dance culture, it's also inspired by a number of different things, you know. Things that are happening in the streets, things that are real to us. And, you know, sometimes South African, they do certain styles that fuse to people like Michael Jackson.
Facts, with
You
the
know?
legs.
Footwork. Handwork as well. You know, so we are just Africans. You know, if you can watch tribal dancers, contemporary dancers, and fusion dancers. So South Africa, it's bringing it from the street. You know, by the lifestyle, whatever is happening, they can turn it to a dance.
Facts.
You know, so yeah.
That's amazing. Now listen, you've got a distinct voice. Is it right to call you a singer, rapper, talker? Well, how would you describe yourself?
Yeah, me, I'm all. Because I can sing, I can talk, I can rap.
Wow.
Yeah, coming from a theater background, a lot of people don't know I can sing. You know, but if you can go through my playlist, go to Spotify or whatever, you will see. You'll get some of my relevant work that I was singing there, I was rapping there, I was talking, doing my poetry. You know, so me coming from a background of guys like Makafula Vilagazi, Mzwakembuli, the poets, you know, so I'm a lyricist in a way. Yeah.
One thing that I also noticed about you is like, you're not shy about dropping music. You drop music like you're dropping water, bro. Like, I'm looking at the catalog. You're just like, it's bam, bam. Talk to me about that. The fact that you've put out so much music over the years.
Yeah. Basically, it's a God-given talent. You know, you can go to school, you can go for training, you can do what. If it's not given, it's not. If it's not your talent, it's not. If it's not your ability, it's not. So me, I just keep on praying, you know, working hard, try to get more innovation, get more motivation, you know. That's how I roll. You know, and also I keep on learning.
How important is learning for a musician like yourself who has seen different transitions? You've seen Kwaito, you've seen Gom, you've seen Afro House, you've seen Amapiano now. How important is learning as a musician, a creative in the industry that we're in now?
I've seen a lot of artists all over the world.
Yes.
They rise, but why? Because of you think, I'm big. This is me, I made it. Where I was taught art, my mentors used to tell me that in art, you don't reach where you're supposed to go, or like where you want to go. You know? Meaning, you need to have a drive all the time. I'm so inspired by guys like Davido, Wizkid, Burna Boy. You know those guys, their drive, their passion. It never ends. Diamond Platinums is here as well.
That's a monster right there.
So, yeah, like those guys, their passion never ends. They keep on growing. They keep on flowing. Numbers are growing now and then. Why is that? Because of they have a drive. You know? They keep on learning. Oh, this is what I need to do now. Oh, this is... So that's me as well, you know.
Absolutely. You mentioned, names there and touched on Diamond Platinums. Apart from your own hit that everybody knows, that shit, you also you worked with Diamond Platinums.
Yeah.
Who made that call? Whose idea was that? Because you were already buzzing in this, in South Africa. Your record was already going Pan-Africa. Yeah. And then you decided to link up with Foka and Diamond Platinum.
Diamonds. Okay, actually, Diamonds linked me with Foka.
Wow.
Yeah. So Diamonds, shout out to Diamond Platinums, baby. Wasafi. Yawena, man. Yeah. So what actually happened, I got Diamond's number. I tried to text him, but Diamonds, by that time, he was looking for me, couldn't like reach me.
Wow.
You know, when I texted him, he said, no, look, this is what you can do. Look. So already I knew Diamonds. I couldn't believe it was him.
Wow.
Then we spoke. He taught me, he showed me how to do things that for that project to to infiltrate the project as well. He highlighted me, no, do this, do that, go there to the studio, cool, kill this thing. You know? So Diamonds, I would say, is someone who liked the energy from me.
Yeah.
You know? Me, I got inspired by Diamonds from Coke Studios when he featured Casper. Oh, this guy.
A long time ago, yeah.
You know? So I've been in love with his music, his work, you know, his craft.
That's amazing. Now, like I said, you've had an incredible 12 months. Hits records after hit records.
Yeah.
Where has this taken you? What are the places, or where are the places that you found yourself that you probably never thought that Ntosh would, be stepping into, man?
Yo, honestly speaking, me, I don't trust myself. Why? Sometimes because I do things that are shocking. So I always go with the flow and accept what the universe is giving me. You know, because me, I believe in law of attraction. Sometimes I just believe that I can reach other places that I didn't know through my power and my hard work. You know, and the God's grace, So me, I believed from the word go, I believe that I'm gonna be international.
Wow.
Because I look up to guys like Will Smith, Jamie Foxx, Denzel Washington, Samuel L. Jackson,
Wow.
There's a lot, but so me, myself, and I always told myself that I'm a fighter, I'm a winner, I'm a dreamer, and I'm gonna reach where most of my guys and my family never reached. So I always had a belief that I'm gonna go further and I'm gonna be international. Yeah.
Listen, you're currently touring in the UK. You've touched different cities. How has that been? Seeing different cities from Northampton to London to this and that. I see the ladies. I see videos. I see videos of you on stage. And some of the ladies. How are you managing that? First of all, how's that going?
Well, I'm a disciplined person, so I know what's happening in the industry. So
how hard is it to be disciplined, especially when you know what it is when you're buzzing hard? All the ladies in your DMs, they come to your parties, they're on stage shaking their behind.
No, my king. There's one guy from my country. He's one of the dopest actors. His name is Israel Makwe, Zulu. So he's someone who inspires me from a young age. So he once spoke about the same issue about artists.
Yeah.
So me, coming to my discipline, I'm relevant, Like, if I go home, when I'm coming here, I'm here to work. Nothing major.
Fine.
Whoever approaches me, I'm here to work.
No time.
No time. You get me? So as I'm an actor, so you just imagine the pressure of music industry, the acting industry. I'm trying to create my own content as a young upcoming producer.
Wow.
So I don't have time for nonsense. Yeah. Hyena.
Talk to me about being an actor now. What is the aspiration for that career? What's the goal? Now as a musician, you've already you bust down the door. You know, your path is clear. Where you need to go is clear. Obviously, you know the hard work and, you know, like you said, grace of God follows that path.
Yeah.
Now your acting career, what's the dream? What's the goal? What are you looking at for that?
First of all, I would like to thank DJ Muff Classic. I would like to thank Puffy Fight Entertainment, Bright Night Events, you know, for being with me. You know, my guys always support me in terms of my craft. Do it, man. Do it. If it's yours, do it. You know. So me as an actor, I try by all means to make sure I stay relevant, and I make sure that I get connections. I make sure that I do the most in my acting career. You know, I know it's not easy. But me being a hard worker, it helps me a lot. It makes me a greater person in life. Because I always do research. I always want to know, you know. So, yeah. Me being here, it's like I'm getting like more opportunity to uplift my career.
Facts.
You know, to make me a legendary actor and a musician and something else, you know.
Facts.
So yeah.
Listen, I know I'm not sure if you're aware. I'm sure you're aware, man. You know, social media went crazy. Yo, the Nigerians are coming. Afrobeats is coming for Amapiano. They want to turn it up. They want to steal it away. Blah blah blah. I'm an African anyway, so I feel like anything that comes from Africa is all ours to share and to exploit by our brothers and sisters. Once you're black anywhere in the world, whether you're born in Jamaica, you want to do Afrobeats Amapiano, I welcome you with open arms.
You're welcome.
It's your heritage. Talk to me about that you know, that topic that's always coming. Oh,
brother, exactly. That's what I wanted to say. This is our culture. Remember, I once said the drums and beats. You know, the log drum. It's us. Guys like Fele Kuti, Salificator, even people like Kajanin, you know, they introduce the culture.
Facts.
You know, their music, it's about drums, elements, you know, melodies, you know, the Africanity, what's this called? Africanity.
Africanism.
Yo, yeah, exactly. Ubuntu, the Bantu people. This is our thing, you know. So we can't run away from it, you know.
Facts.
There's artists from SA who are doing Afrobeats.
Facts.
There's artists from Zambia, Tanzania, Malawi who are doing Afrobeats.
Yep.
You know, not forgetting bongo flavor as well. You know, because bongo flavor is part of our culture.
Tanzania.
Exactly. You know, and even bongo flavor is there by Congo.
Yeah.
Kenya.
Yeah.
Uganda. So this is our cultures. This is our cultures. We can't run away from our sound. You know, and funny enough, all of these sounds have been there before us.
Yep. Nothing's new.
Amapiano has been there. Just that we didn't like categorize it like as Amapiano. But the sound has been there for the longest time. You know. So yeah.
Bro, what should people expect from you 2022? Now you've come into this year, you know, in flames, hit records. You're touring the UK at the moment. What's the plan now for 2022? What should the audience be looking out for Ntosh this year?
Bombs and hits.
Come on.
No, I have to tell it. I have to say this in Zulu.
Say it in Zulu, please.
Kunzima bafethu. Hothatha bana, awusina maqhika. Hey. Re kunya microphone. Meaning we have to swallow the microphone. So, hey, this year I'm coming with a joint called Ubusuku Bayizolo. It's dropping in few days time.
Okay.
I'm gonna be dropping my EP before the album.
Wow.
I have a lot of collabos
Yeah.
from your East Africa, West Africa, North Africa,
Some-
Southern Africa,
Some names
Australia.
some names you could drop. Come on, man.
Okay,
Share
RJ the
something.
DJ,
Okay.
the biggest DJ in East Africa.
Wow.
Yeah, from Wasafi.
Wasafi.
You know, so I have something with Eddie Kenzo,
Woo!
DJ Sly.
Okay. Okay.
I have something with DJ Muff,
Wow.
DJ Muff Classic. I have something with. Let me check. Hey, there's a lot of people.
Is it?
There's
How many
a
songs
lot
are
of
you trying?
people.
How many songs are going to be on the EP, and how many songs are you working for the album?
For the EP, not less than 6.
Okay.
For the album, not less than 20.
God damn it, my brother.
Yeah.
So came out here.
Yeah,
He didn't come to play at all.
Hyena. Hyena, man.
Listen, brother, before we wrap up, man, I just want to say, listen, congratulations on everything that you're doing and you've done so far. We can feel the energy from your voice when we
Yeah.
listen to the records.
Yeah.
And seeing you in person, it's even more powerful
Yeah,
to hear it
yeah.
directly from you. It is your calling. Anybody that can talk and capture people's attention on records around the world like that, there's definitely a God-given talent there. So congratulations on that, man. Listen, where can people find you? What's your social media? Tell our people, man.
Hyena, man. Again and again, Bafethu, it's your lion, your king, your hyena. Ntosh Gazi, aka Mr. John Vuliket, all the way from South Africa. Amapiano kings. You know, Amapiano to the wall, baby. Keep on following me on Ntosh Gazi __.
Simple.
The winner, man. Yeah. Thanks, bro.
All right, brother. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, again, make sure you keep on subscribing, sharing, liking. Shout outs to Afro Media Studios, LM Studios, and the whole team. Until next time, is peace, and we're out.
Adesope. A winner, man.